Hello universe, this is Whovian Wizard and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be once again building something brand new as we so often are on this channel. Today in this video we're going to be building just over there, like right of the blue sheep, in front of the blue aquarium, and to the left of the treehouse thing. And yeah, it's quite a simple build, but before we build it, of course we're going to jump down here and feed the dogs. But before we go and feed the dogs, and after we go and jump down here, we actually need to make a stop inside my house, which we don't normally do, to be honest. And actually I'm thinking, where would I have a crafting table in my house, and why is there 38 glow? Oh, I think that was where I was emptying out my pockets just before the video. So as you can see inside my inventory, I got the rest of the netherite that I needed, which is all very fancy. And yeah, like I've been making some, like, all the chiselstone bricks that I need to make the lodestones, and it's pretty fancy. And I got some more ender pearls as well for another thing that I want to do. But that's not in this episode, so we don't need to worry about that. But for now, I guess we just need to go and find a crafting table, which I don't know where it is, so that's not going to be very helpful, is it? But there should be one inside this room, right? Like inside my bedroom. Yeah, here's one right here. Yeah, this is when I was making the chiseled things right before the video. But you need 8 of those, and 8 of the, well, 1 of these and 8 of those. So I've just made all of them that I can here. So I have 8 lodestones, which is the perfect amount for them, which is pretty good that I've got all those. And now we can actually go and start with the video and go and start building. So the thing that we're building today is going to be like an art exhibition type thing for that exploded TNT thing that I showed you a couple of videos ago when we went into the nether. Just because I thought it looked fancy and I wanted to do something with it. So that's the plan. I'm going to do something with it. But before we do that, and I don't know why I'm getting so many cooked pork chops out there, but we're going to go and feed the dogs, as we so often do. So there you go, Gracie. There you go, Lalo. There, and well, I normally I say it last but not least, but I'm used to saying 4 of them. And I didn't say hello to Loyalty, but hello Loyalty, there you go. No, I did, but it was just I didn't say hello because I was speaking about something else. And hello, Mr. Panda, I hope you have a lovely day bouncing inside of there. And is that a kangaroo or a T-Rex? Annoyingly, they're about the same size. It's just a kangaroo. That's perfectly fine. The T-Rexes seem to like spawning in the town for some reason, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. But I guess it's better than them spawning inside my house, which is definitely a plus side. But I mean, let's go and head over to where we're building, which isn't too far away today, once again, just like when we were building the treehouse thing. So it's nice and close. And before we do that, I'm actually going to show you the changes that I've made to the aquarium, just because I hadn't had a chance to show you, because I didn't show you before we went into the nether, and obviously they're different from the last episode that you saw this thing. So there's been a couple episodes. But here's what it looks like now. So I've added the countdown, which looks pretty fancy. The issue that I think we might have is that it will keep on growing. So I'm going to have to keep trimming it back, which is going to be a little bit annoying. And then at some point I'll probably forget about it and never come back here again. But I've also added these like floating sea lanterns, just because I think they look quite nice. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really done anything else. I know I said I was going to expand the top area here, but I never really did that. Which is a bit stupid of me, I'm not going to lie. But hey, there we go. But yeah, this is just what it looks like. I wish I had expanded that, and I probably will in between the video, but I just completely forgot about it. And oh, that was close. That was very close to me not being able to make it in there. But hey ho, we did make it. And why do I keep saying hey ho? There we go. I don't know why. Like, I've always said it a little bit. Like, it's always been one of those things that I say. But this episode in particular, and a little bit in the last one, I noticed I was saying it loads. Speaking of loads, I'm going to put the Lodestone inside of there, which is pretty fancy. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start building. So we're going to be building like a lot of grey stuff because I wanted to look fancy. And this is actually what we needed most of the Lodestone for. Was just for this thing here. and it was just like a decoration thing, just because I thought it looked quite nice, and I thought it would be like quite nice to use it as a block rather than for its intended purpose. And using things for its intended purpose is something that I like doing quite a lot. Something else that I like doing quite a lot is not bringing crafting tables with me. I'm trying to think of where there would be a crafting table, but like there are no trees anywhere near here other than these ones that like I don't really want to break because I think they look quite nice. I don't know who's building them, but like they're definitely not just grown. I don't know. I'm sure I could probably just break one of those. Like, it's only one block, but there's some T-Rexes as well, so I'm going to steer clear of them, just because they look quite menacing, and they're T-Rexes, so why wouldn't you steer clear of them? And there's a jungle over there, I guess. There's Laurie's jungle tree, but that's been there for years. Like, I don't want to take a block out of that. I don't know what else there is. Maybe over here there's like obviously here we go, there's a spruce tree on top of that hill. There's one that I can take quite easily, and this is a really glitchy area with all the villagers, like having smaller villagers inside of them, and it's just really weird. It definitely looks like there was some kind of thing happening here to do with that Commander Joe bloke that lives in that spaceship in front of my house, which hasn't really happened more with. And is that a bear? Is he going to try and attack me? I hope not, and I don't know why I'm using my shovel here. It's just got silk touch, so whenever I need to break anything now, I just resort to using that just because it's fancy and I want to. But like, I do definitely need to get another shovel so then I can save the one with silk touch, because as you can see, I've barely used it and it's already gotten really broken, and it's like really good. So it breaks things really quickly, which is why I always forget how like easily broken it is. And it doesn't have unbreaking on or anything like all these other tools do. Oh, this one's got mending, which is pretty good. That one has unbreaking on, but it's only unbreaking 1. But maybe I could either try and get an unbreaking book or something else, just so then it means that I can use this one for longer. But I do think at some point I'm probably going to need something for silk touch. Like I had to use my last silk touch one on this place here, and it's not even that good. It's like my least favorite build in this place. And actually, I'm glad I didn't chop down that spruce tree, because as much as it's closer, is also part of the feature of that park. And without that, it's literally just a wall. And I have just realised we're like 8 minutes into the recording right now, and like I've built 4 blocks in total, which isn't that great to be honest, but I needed the stairs, and to make the stairs I needed the crafting table, and to make the crafting table I needed the logs, and for the logs I needed the tree. It was a whole ordeal. But now I finally got that, so we can build some of these stairs. And we probably don't need that much, but hey-ho, as long as I've got enough. And I need to stop saying hey-ho, because it's just not a good phrase. Like, I don't know why I started saying it. I'm sure I picked it up from somewhere, like when I was younger or something. But now, like, I keep saying it, and it's just not a good catchphrase at all. Like, I don't know, I would rather be known for saying something else. I'd rather be known as a rip-off Stampy than that guy that says hey-ho. That's how much I dislike that phrase at this point, because I keep saying it. I don't want to. I also say like way too much as like a sentence filler, I guess, just because otherwise then I end up going like or like loads in the middle of my words. And as much as like is really annoying, I think it's just better than that. Like, it sounds slightly nicer. So I prefer saying that. And I'm just going to go and grab this polished andesite here to fill in this. And each side is going to be the same, by the way. And I didn't really tell you the dimensions. That's because I don't know the dimensions. But it's, that would be like, what? So 6 plus another 6, 13? 13 on each side, I think. And it's just doing this quite simple pattern here. Like, obviously the main feature of it is going to be the TNT thing inside, so it doesn't really matter what the outside looks like, but it's just nice to make it look a little bit fancy, and like the lodestone really adds to that. And speaking of which, I think I'm going to add the lodestone in right now, just because I think it'll be quite fancy and I want to do that. So Let's go and grab the lodestone out of this chest in here, and there we can go and place it there, go and place it there, and then we can go and place it here and here again, and then here and here, and then last but definitely not least, on the final corner there's just going to be 2 more. And like, it definitely does feel like a bit of a wasted netherite, I'm not gonna lie, but when I built the design for it, I didn't realize how hard it was to get netherite, so I do kind of regret it, but hey ho. I just said it again. Why do I keep saying that? It's not a good thing to say. It's just so bad. Like, I don't know why I keep saying that, to be honest. But hey ho. Oh, I did it again. I did it again. If someone comments how many times I've said those words so far in this video, then I'll give you a shout out in the next video. Well, not in the next video because it's all pre-recorded, but like whenever I catch up to it. That's Whovian Wizard guarantee. If someone tells me how many times I've said hey ho, excluding those times that I've just said it there to tell you what to do, then I'll give you a shout out. Maybe, probably. Like I still said when we did the arena race video, I think that's what I called it. I can't remember now. It's been a while. But when I did that, like I said to people if they voted for me, then I would give them like a shout out. Like, oh no, I said I would record a video for them, and like most of the people that voted for me are my friends. But like I nearly said it again there, but I didn't. I stopped myself. But I did promise that, and a lot of people voted. Well, I say a lot of people, like 4 people voted for me, which for me, 4 comments on a video, that's a lot. Like, normally I get like at least 1, and normally it's either one of my friends or someone saying that I'm a rip-off Stampy. So yeah, that's normally what happens, and then I get like a bunch that are like, so for whatever reason, and I don't know, like obviously for bigger YouTubers it doesn't make a difference, but for me it does, is that I get so many that are like held for review. Like, I keep getting notifications on my phone being like, this comment has been held for review, you can review it in Creator Studio or whatever, which is fair enough, but then I go to Creator Studio and it's not there, and then I can't like review it because it's not in held for review section, and like it'll say there's like 3 or 4 comments in there at one time, and then I just can't see them, which is like a bit annoying because I like to read the comments, and like it's like, as much as like the number saying like 100 people watch this video or whatever is good, like I really enjoy reading the comments because it takes so much more work to like watch a video to actually comment on it, and like I don't know, it just feels more special. But I just can't read most of them because like they seem to be really harsh on what people can and can't say. Like I have noticed that some swear words they seem to be fine with, but then other things they're just not, and it's really strange. Maybe it's something to do with my channel, like whether I've accidentally blacklisted some words or something, but I can't imagine I would have blacklisted anything. I don't know, like I'll have to have a look into it at some point, but it's just kind of annoying when it will say that I've got a comment on a video and I'll be excited to read it, and then I'll go to read it and it'll say it's held for review, and you can't even review it on your phone, so you got to log into Creator Studio, and then half the time it's not there. It's just a whole ordeal that I'd rather not have to put up with, to be honest. But it's like the comments that I do get to read are always, well, not always, but actually they're never very nice, but it's nice to know that I have them, even when they're bad comments. It's nice to know that like I've affected someone even in a negative way. Like even if I've affected them by making them dislike me, it's still more noticeability than people not knowing who I am, which I'll take. It means I'm getting somewhere on YouTube. As soon as you start getting hate comments, you're practically PewDiePie, and that's all that matters. But I should probably focus on what I'm building here. So like this is the roof, and like it's essentially going to be a mirrored design of the floor, the bottom thing, but it's going to have something extra built on top, which I'll make that sound like it's going to be something fancy, but it's not. It's just going to be something fairly ordinary. It's just going to be like an extra level to it, I guess. Like it's just going to be a band of netherite, not netherite, definitely not netherite, of andesite. That's it, polished andesite. So that's pretty much all it's going to be at the top. To be honest, it's nothing too fancy, and I did forget to add this in here, these two blocks, just to connect the these things, whatever they're called, the end rods. That's it. Which I had like a bunch of because I've defeated the Ender Dragon before, and I do want to do it again at some point, but just not yet because we're building this right now. And I feel like having gone to the Nether and then defeating the Ender Dragon in the next episode, it's too much excitement, you know. Like I don't think people can quite handle it. Like you got to space it out with this thing, otherwise then people just watch the exciting episodes and then not come back for all these episodes, which is fine. But I'd rather people watch every episode because I put a lot of effort into these. Like I put more effort into what a lot of people put into it, and I get a lot less in return. So therefore, you should all subscribe to me because I've made you feel bad for me. That's a tactic that I'm sure works for some people, but not for me because I'm terrible at acting. Anyway, I'm gonna stop wittering on and like actually build this because. How far are we into the video? Like 15 minutes into the video, and I am barely done anything so far. Like we've still got to do the interior. Like my plan is I would get it all done in one video. That's not going to happen by the looks of things. So I'm going to have to record another video building this, which isn't the end of the world. It's fine. But I'd rather be able to get it all done in one video, and that's the right length there. You can then go and destroy this. I've got to be careful with this pickaxe because it's really good. So it just ends up destroying things when I don't want it to. But there we go. That just happens sometimes. And I did nearly just say that again. Say that thing that you're supposed to be counting how many times I've said it. And I'm sure I've said it way more times I haven't noticed. So I'm sure that's very annoying. Also, so yeah is a thing that I say a lot. Or I did use to say a lot. That was like the OG hey ho. But I don't really say that anymore too much. Well, I still do. But I don't say it as much as I used to. And I should probably have a pile up here. So then I can go and add this band of andesite on top of here. Just like this. And go like that. Then it is literally just an extra block on top. And then there's going to be like a little arrangement to do with half slabs. Which isn't too fancy. But it should just be a nice little addition to it. That it'll just make it pop a little bit more, I hope, and that's what really matters, making it pop. That definitely seems like it should be the title of the video, make it pop. But then with titles for videos, I always forget what I was gonna call them until I actually go and do it. Except for with that Sky Island, actually, has that been uploaded yet? I may have just spoiled a series coming up. Wait, when's this video coming out then? So, is it before the 25th or not? So, if this is going up... when is this going up? This is going up... Not today. There's another video going up today. Not next Wednesday. Not the Saturday, but the Wednesday after. So, I may have just bought a series coming up next Monday. If I have, then you know, super secret top leak, whatever. I don't know, but if this comes out before the 25th of January, then there's something happening at the 25th of January at 7 p.m. Okay, just stay tuned for that. But yeah, for that series, obviously I don't edit those videos like my friend does. So she ends up coming up with the title while she's editing it. Then she'll message me. Then I'll make the thumbnail and I'll put the title in the thumbnail. Like obviously it's something to do with what happens in the video. So the titles for this. But it's just a little bit different because like, yeah, like I edit all these communities videos. But for a while now, one of my friends has been like, I've had so many series that like that she's edited. And like, I just haven't uploaded, which is like a real sin because like she's a really good editor, but it's normally like we don't end up finishing the series because normally it's a series of 3 of us, and then like that, and then she edits it. But this one, we've only got 2 of us in the series, but kind of she acts as like a third character, if you know what I mean. So she kind of like, I don't want to say the antagonist, but like leaving like sarcastic remarks on the screen and stuff, which is something that I've never really done before. But like we kind of discussed it a bit, and we thought it would be kind of interesting to have like the editor be like a third character, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was quite an interesting idea. Like obviously YouTubers have done it before. Like Jack Sucks at Live kind of has it with editor Kai. Other YouTubers I'm sure have it. Like PewDiePie has it with Scythe, I guess. I don't know whether that's still a thing though. But yeah, like I don't know. It's just an interesting thing that I thought could work. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just being a bit of a numpty and you all think it's the worst idea ever. But hey ho, there we go. I ended the video by saying it. But I also always end the video by saying, this is it for this video. The next video will be online in the next 3 or 4 days or so. And there'll be a link in the description once it is. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And there'll be a link in the description to the next video once it is online. Goodbye.